Today I'm going to show you how to create a BodyCam effect in Fortnite. If you haven't noticed, BodyCam maps have been popping up all over the place and have really taken over a lot of the Discover page. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up the camera, make the post-processing needed, and use the HUD controller to hide certain elements on the UI. Anyways, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to cover is how to set up the camera device. So to do this, go to all in your content browser and search for a Orbit camera device. This will be used to change your player's cameras so that they'll be put in first person or in body cam mode. In this camera, you want to change a few settings. I went ahead and set one up with the best settings that I found possible, so I'm going to use this to walk through the different settings. So in your device, if you scroll down, the first thing you want to do is turn the field of view up to max, so to 120, and then you'll want to put in these offsets. Offset X to 25, offset Y to 0, and offset Z to 80. Also, I would enable offset when crouch and turn up both horizontal and vertical speed to max. You also want to make sure the distance is set to 0. That's it for the camera settings, but I would highly recommend once you finish setting your camera up to test it out in game and maybe experiment with some different settings to try to find out what you'd like. But with your camera set up, I'm not going to just delete this one really quick. The next thing I'm going to cover is going to be the post-processing effect. This is going to be used to apply the camera effect to the player, as well as make your game look more realistic and have more realism. So to do this, in my community Discord, which will be the first link in the description below, you can find a file with all 3 of the materials that are going to be used in this tutorial. I'm going to attach the videos from the original creators of these materials in the description below. They explain how to set them up and actually create them a lot better than I would be able to. To actually use these, click the little drop down here and go to volumes or visual effects and click on post-processing volume. This will make a volume appear in your game. In this, the first and most important thing you want to do is scroll all the way down until you see infinite extent. You want to enable this so that it'll affect your entire map. Then the next thing you want to do is actually go to your post-processing materials and you want to add 3 elements. Once you've added these 3, click on choose and select asset reference. Now you can select a material that you've created. The first material that I'm going to add is going to be this BodyCam outline material. If I go ahead and open this up, you'll see that it's just a simple texture connected to the emissive color and the opacity, with the material domain set to post-process, as well as if we scroll all the way down, you'll see this output alpha is selected. That's all I did in this, and then this image is just a image. If I actually open it up in UEFN, it's just a transparent image with an outline around for the body cam. If you want to change the outliner on the camera, you just want to import your own texture and then change that here, plugging the RGB into emissive color and the A into opacity. I'll go ahead and close out of this, and then I'm just going to select that material by dragging and dropping. You'll see now in our editor we have a outline around the camera. The next material we're going to add, if I click choose an asset reference, is going to be this image distortion. This is going to make a distortion effect that'll make it look like you're seeing the world from a camera. But before I actually add this, I'm going to right click. I'll just call this something like image distort. And then I'll open this up. Now this will allow us to actually control the parameter values that we have for this material. So I'm just going to go ahead and enable these 3. The first is going to be the intensity of your distortion. So this is going to be how much the image gets distorted. The higher, the more intense. Then we have the radius the distortion covers. So the higher the radius in which it covers, and the lower the opposite. And then we also have the fall off. We have one more setting, which is to invert. This would invert the distortion, but I would recommend keeping this off for the camera effect. To really be able to see this in game, I'm now just going to minimize this for now and select this instance that I created is my material here. And you'll see it applies to the player. Then if I go ahead and open this instance again and minimize it a bit, then I can now play around with these variables and see what it looks like in game. What this does is it creates a distortion from the center of the player's camera. So as you can tell, as I move over this, it creates a distortion in my image, so I'd recommend playing around with this a lot. I prefer keeping the intensity relatively low as well as the other settings, as too much image distortion can cause motion sickness, but I think this is a solid amount. Then I can go ahead and save this. The last material we're going to add is going to sharpen the player screen. So this is going to be our image sharpen. Here we want to do the same thing. I'm going to right click and create a material instance. I'll call this image sharp and open it up. In this, we only have one setting, which is going to be the sharpen amount. So to actually test this out in game, let's go ahead and first hit choose an asset reference and then select it here. Now, if you see, if I turn up the sharpen amount, it sharpens the image. So I would recommend having this set to something like 9. As you can see, it now creates that almost VHS camera effect. And that's all you need to do for the post-processing effect. The last thing I'm going to cover is the actual HUD elements. So if you go to your content browser and search for a HUD controller device, then drag it into the play space. If I select this, although these are optional, I would just recommend some of these settings, hiding all of the resource values, as well as the gold resource, the map, hiding damage numbers, health, and shields. All of these are just good settings to add to the realism of your game. So I'm just gonna disable a lot of these and then go ahead and test it out in game so we can see what it looks like. So now you can see in game, we have our image distortion effect, as well as the post-processing outline and the sharpening. That's it for this tutorial. I know it was a short one, but before I end off the video, I first want to draw the winner for last week's giveaway. If you don't know about this, in last week's video, we said that we'd be doing a giveaway to pick one winner who would receive a free 1-month subscription to Map Academy. So let's go ahead and pick the winner now. Alright, as you can see, there's 101 unique comments on last week's video, so let's go ahead and start our raffle now. And the winner is... I don't know how to say that name, but I will be in contact with you to give you your reward. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.